Come on, baby. All right, we're live.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. This is Cleta.
This is Sayla.
This is Maureen.
I'm Gina with
And we're here with
What's in
the
the bag?
That was almost good, y'all.
Almost.
It's so close.
Very close.
So close to being good. So close. One of the things we want to do is invite you back for next Tuesday. It's going to be a very special event. It's going to be pre-recorded, but we're going to do it next Tuesday at the same time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and you won't believe it. I'm not going to say, but just know there's going to be about 60 people on it. Okay? Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Next Tuesday. And so please, as always, thank you, Lola White, for just telling us that you're on and you're watching. We're streaming to 7 different places, 7 or 8. And we would love to see who you are. If you're a guest, who you're a guest of, if you're a consultant, who you're a consultant of. And then we can know who's all on here. All right. So I was thinking today is January the 2nd. It's the first of the year. So I thought we need to talk about, we talked about skincare last week, but what is one of the first things you do before you get all dolled up, or one of the main things we do?
Put on
Foundation. And honestly, it makes a big difference. I used to say that I probably, if I only could use one thing, I'd have mascara, but I almost think it might be foundation. I don't know, because when you put your foundation on, then you look so much better, especially if you have any kind of, hi, Sayla, looking beautiful as always. How nice. What are we, chopped liver?
Yeah, right?
Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you for being on.
So we're going to talk about foundations, and in Mary Kay, we have 4 different kinds we're going to talk about tonight, and a couple of extra things that we all use with our foundations and some of the ways we put it on. So if you have a Mary Kay lookbook, it's all on one page, like all the stuff we're going to talk about. So you can, hang on to it, and this is your whole flawless face page that we're going to kind of touch base on. All right. So we're going to actually start at the bottom of the page, or toward the bottom middle. And that is with our product called CC Cream. And Gina is going to tell us a little bit about the CC Cream. I'm sorry. I say CC Cream, but what I mean is cream to powder.
Yes.
Okay. Cream to powder. So Gina, tell us a little bit about cream to powder.
And y'all, yes, I have both of these open because I'm all these colors during the year. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I am all these colors during the year. But I will tell you, the cream to powder, because of the company says, it stays true and appears fresh for 12 hours. There are 16 shades. It's heat and humidity resistant. It is a buildable coverage, but y'all, it's also a great touch up. If you've been out and about and you want a quick fix, this is your quick fix. I personally, lots of people use the little sponge that I don't have in front of me, but I think all of y'all do because I really brought what I use. So lots and lots of people purchase the cream to powder. They stick it in the compact and they put the sponges right next to it that my Vannas are showing you. And then there's people like me that use a brush. And even that little brush that Maureen's holding is what's normally in here. So I'm sure this is laying upstairs. I grabbed it. So I must have threw it out. But if I am in the car, in my truck, I always have what Maureen has with this. This is what goes with me with that little brush. And when I'm in the house, y'all, I'm using that foundation brush. Don't judge. Look at all that cream of powder in there. Don't judge. I use that foundation brush. And when I'm using it for a touch up, before I come on camera, wink, wink, I use the blush brush because it's a little thicker, or not thicker. What am I trying to say? It's a little
softer.
Yes, softer. And so that is just what I would do as my touch up before I go on camera. Does that make sense? So that's the reason that I have a couple of those brushes in my with my cream to powder, but I feel like it's a more natural coverage for me when I'm doing it. So even if you start with just your foundation primer and go straight to this, or if you're using your cream to powder as a touch up, I always use a brush because I feel like it's a more natural look. But you can layer it. It's a better coverage. I've had people in the past call it pancake makeup. if that triggers a thought for you guys. But it is amazing. And then I don't know if I'm supposed to say this yet or not, but I always set with our setting spray. Y'all, this stuff is amazing. You just shake it and you make an X across your face and then come right down, and it does exactly what it says it does. It sets your foundation. And then through it, did you? Only on what's in the bag. Only on what's in the bag. But it is amazing. You need to try it. If you've never tried it, it will blow your mind, the coverage of it.
I want to say one little thing about this. Y'all all remember 2020, our non-favorite year of our life. You remember when everybody had to wear a mask all the time? So I have a customer that is a doctor, and she has to wear a mask all the time anyway. You know, a lot of people do, doctors do, but especially during that time. And she was using another brand of makeup, and she said that she texted me and said, I need some crazy color. I said, that's not Mary Kay. She goes, yes, it is. I know it is. I said, no, it isn't. I said, I've been in Mary Kay over 30 years. I said, I did not sell that to you. Yes, you sure did. I said, okay. So I went up there. Of course, I said, do you see what this says? And it was another brand. Well, anyway, I said, this is what we have that's similar, because she wanted a compact makeup, pancake, whatever. Yep. And so I sold it to her. She called me and she said, I'm so mad at you right now. I said, why? And she said, why hadn't you told me about this before? She said, look at this. And she took her mask off, and there was hardly none on her mask.
Right.
And she said, I put this on. I've been wearing this mask all day. She goes, it doesn't come off. She goes, my other one, I would pull it off. It's the nastiest thing you've ever seen. She said, and so I cannot believe that this is non-transferable like it is. She said, I'm just ticked that you hadn't told me. I said, like you listen. She's real stubborn anyway. And so she's not on Facebook, so I can say it. But anyway, cough, cough, Melly Lizzie. But I delivered to her today, as a matter of fact. But anyway, I thought it was a really good testimony for that purpose. If Absolutely. You are in the medical field and you have to wear a mask all the time, like for whatever reason, you know, there you go. Okay. And so did we say the prices on all that, Gina?
20.
Okay. All right, $20.
And your finishing spray is 20 as well.
And like she already showed you, these are just like the little refills. So this needs to go somewhere. I'm just telling you, if you put it in here and try to use it, it falls on the floor, don't call us. Because I'm telling you now, either get you some tape and put in the bottom of this, because it is loose in there, y'all. It's just better to put it in a compact. Plus, these sides are metal. They're a little bit sharp. So it's just better. In the compact, use it like it's supposed to be. And you only buy that compact one time, you guys. And the compact is only whatever it is. 16 or 18? 18. It's 18. Will work. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Let's do Sayla, what are you talking about?
Matt.
Let's talk about our two time-wise ones. So Sayla and Maureen.
Okay.
Right? Yep. So Maureen, well, I'll tell you what, Maureen, do first. Let's talk about the Luminous first.
Gotcha. All right. So what's really great about these foundations, it's called TimeWise. And you guys know TimeWise is our skincare. So these foundations, I've got the Luminous, so I'm going to be a little dewy. These foundations have the TimeWise 3D age minimizing in the foundation. So not only are we getting great coverage and all that stuff, but we're going to be fighting age as well. So all the 3D, so the age peptides, the vitamin B3, and the encapsulated resveratrol, so the 3D complex. Also, this is going to provide long-lasting, dewy, luminous finish. So if you want to kind of look like J-Lo with that dude, so you want to get the luminous, this is good for 12 hours of moisturization and coverage, humidity and sweat resistance. It is also got in that age minimizing 3D complex. It helps prevent skin damage caused by blue light. I was like, wow, that's kind of new to Maureen. So I didn't know that fact when I was looking it up. So that's kind of fresh. And dermatology tested, non-comedogenic, suitable for sensitive skin and the eyes and everybody. I love it because of all the different shades. We've got the W for warm, the C for cool, and the N for neutral. So I'm telling you right now, if you've ever fought with trying to find a good shade for your skin tone, you won't anymore. And we've got a great thing. Can I say that? I kind of find it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we on our personal websites, you guys can go to your Mary Kay Consultant personal website and type in there, find your true shade, and you can take that little quiz. I love taking quizzes. They're so fun. So it will give you an idea of where you'll fall on the shade, if you're ivory and what number and what letter. So it's really not that complicated once you give the quiz the information and let your consultant know. She can find within 3 shades, test you with 3 shades, and then you'll find the perfect match, honest to goodness. So it's not always Casper the Friendly Ghost. So I can, I'm not actually a 100, which is the lightest. So I'm a 140, a C140. So I love this.
We love your white self, Maureen.
We love it. You've got
Love you, Casper.
Honest to goodness. There's somebody whiter than me. I have a customer that uses the Luminous Ivory 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's really fair.
Yeah.
So I
Okay,
love it. I
thank
love it.
you. All right. So this is for dry to normal or normal to dry if you want the dewy. And so Selah is going to show probably what the 3 of our really favorite foundation is. It is the Time Wise Matte Foundation. So Selah, tell us about that.
the Time Wise Matte is the sister to what it has all the benefits that Maureen just shared with you, except instead of 12 hours of hydration, this has 12 hours of oil control. It's humidity resistant. It's really kind of sweat proof. You put it on and it stays. It's very lightweight in the feel, but y'all, it gives such great coverage. It helps with redness. It just wipes out any blemish on your skin. You just can't see it when you use this foundation, and it stays on. It's got buildable coverage. It is for combination to oily skin. It is thebomb.com. It's 25 and there are 28 shades. Like Maureen said, if we have got a color for you. So it is wonderful. And you will love it. It really, it is for combination to oily, but I do have customers that are a little more dry that love it too. So
They just want a matte look.
yeah, that matte finish.
So do I. So do I. And it doesn't get in your lines, which is really nice. I've also found that matte wear, it just stays on. Like I could play a whole golf game and sweat like a dog. And I come in, all my other non-Mary Kay user friends are like looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. And I use the Sonic brush at night to take my makeup off. And I will have put my makeup on early in the morning and exercise, work, done and guess what? And at night, there's still a ton that comes off. That it's been on there all day.
True.
So it is
Really good.
Yeah.
And let me just say this. I have to say this. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram about, I don't even know the name of the product, but this lady, and she's talking about her foundation. And I just see it. I don't know. I'll probably, because I'm saying the word foundation, I'm sure it's going to come up in a few minutes on mine. But it's got a nice, beautiful bottle. Okay. I just want to make a comment about that.
Yeah.
When I started selling Mary Kay, we had glass bottles. We did. But Mary Kay, they have tried to be like very, very environmental conscious. Plus, people would drop their bottles and then would bust on their white tile bathroom floors and things like that. And so they went to these types of containers for that reason. And so don't let the bottle fool you. And I was looking at some prices online for foundations these days. You don't really know when you've used Mary Kay so long because you don't shop in those aisles, but it's like $45, $50,
Yes.
$60 for a bottle of foundation
Or more.
or
But,
more.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, not that this packaging is like ugly, but don't be fooled by a glass bottle. It's what's the inside that counts
That's right.
on this thing. Now, if we come out with glass bottles next week, just eliminate all that, and I'll tell you about the best. But I just was thinking about that when I saw her with that pretty glass.
But you know
bottle.
what, Cleta? Bonus too. Not only are you getting this great packaging with being environmental, you get us. So if by
Correct.
chance you do get the wrong shade, you don't have to throw it in the back of your drawer. You just call us back up and go, "Hey, I wasn't the right shade, man. We got to meet again."
Right.
Absolutely.
And you get it until it's right.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. Okay, so the last one we want to talk about is this one, and this is our CC cream. And when they came out with this, I had heard of BB cream, but I had not heard of CC cream. And someone said, well, what does CC cream stand for? I'm like, I don't know. I figure there's a AA cream, a BB, and we're just on the CC. I have no idea. And maybe there's a DD cream. Well, but anyway, not so much. So BB cream stands for beauty balm. CC cream stands for complexion corrector. And they wanted to do a product that not only just covered up, but had other benefits. And Maureen's holding all five shades. Okay. The one that I have on today is the medium to deep because that's what I wear and I just love it so much. In the very, very dead of winter, which we're not there yet, I may have to go down to light to medium, but most of the time it's medium to deep for me. Today, that's all I have on right by itself. And it has 8 benefits. And Selah's going to read them to you in a second. But one of them is that it really does cover if you have redness, if you have other kind of spots on your face and stuff, like you feel like you need even a little extra, I would recommend putting a light coat of CC cream on first, then your normal foundation. Or I mix my matte and the CC cream. Okay. Today I didn't. I just used this. But it doesn't come off. If you're just like, maybe you just want to, walk on the beach, but you don't want to look like you got a lot of makeup on, but you really would like look cute because you might be trolling, if you know what I mean. Not us. We're married. We're married. Back in the day.
Let's go look at seashells.
Look at seashells.
Look at seashells.
Lifeguards. You may want a little bit of foundation. But this has SPF 15 in it, so it doesn't affect your skin as well. But Selah, read the 8 benefits to the CC cream.
It protects, it brightens, it corrects. Like Cleta said, it minimizes redness, it conceals, it hydrates, and reduces visible signs of aging.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen.
Yeah.
So listen, I put my foundation on just like they were talking about, and I prefer this foundation brush. Okay. 2 ways to do it. One is squirt it on the back of your hand. Use this as a palette. Dip it in there and do it. Other way, like I did this morning, I just went squirt, squirt, squirt on the brush, right on the brush. And then I patted it on with the brush like this, and then I smoothed it in a circular motion. Okay, we used to say, always go down with your foundation, okay? Because everybody has little tiny facial hairs. But then they did this like orange, which oranges don't have facial hair, so it could still be true. And they just kind of went down. But if you go in a circle, it just gives you a little bit more even coverage.
Airbrush look.
Yeah, it really does. And so try it and see what you think. But this is what I like to use. One of our main products that all of us use before our foundation is foundation primer.
Yeah.
And so who has that? Anybody got it near you?
I don't have it. I don't bring that up.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's in a little bottle about the size of this. And you guys, what we do is just once my final step, after I got all my mini serums, moisturizers, and everything else on, I just take that foundation primer and put it all over. Gina mixes her foundation primer with her foundation.
Yeah. I put those on the back of my hand.
With her foundation. We all have different skin types. So you have to come up with something that works for you, I like a little bit of this in the winter with my matte foundation because everyone is a little bit drier in the winter and it just gives you that really smooth coverage. But some people, after they put this on, like at my parties, they're like, I just think I look oily. Well, really what it is the foundation is still wet on your face. It takes a second to dry. It really does. But what you can do to hurry it up is you can pick one of 2 things. This is our translucent powder. It's just clear going on. I use it every single solitary day. Okay. I love it. And I just take it and you can kind of press it, onto your skin to really get it. Like the places that are oily for me, it'd be right here, 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 and here, in my forehead, but you're never going to see it unless the wind blows.
Wind blows.
The other thing is like what Maureen is holding. And this is our silky setting powder. And this just gives you that airbrush look, but it adds a little color. Okay. So, and those of you that maybe you've heard of Mary Kay for a while, you might go, where's the mineral powder foundation? That's the one I like. Hang on. I like it too. However, It's discontinued. So into the drawer it goes and out with the new silky setting powder. But some people have asked me, can you use this as foundation like we did the mineral powder? You can. I've done it. You know, it is a little bit different feel. I think probably coverage wise, you would want to do, I mean, I've done it. Okay. But I do like to use a little bit of maybe CC cream underneath it, or even just a light cut of foundation just to have a little more even coverage. But I just sold this to a customer today who used the Beige One mineral powder foundation. And she says, I just like this when I'm in my house and I'm doing stuff, but I need to go out, but I just don't want to put a lot on. I can just take a little powder, boom, 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 and then I can go. And so anybody else have anything you want to say about the silky setting?
I was, what is it? They said that it's milled 8 times finer than the mineral powder, and it has you insta ready for Instagram is what they were saying, and that it would not settle. That's the one power setting.
No, it is a lot lighter, lot lighter weight, and it's not drying. Like sometime with the mineral powder, if you had the wrong color, maybe your Ivory 2 and you're using Beige 1, you're going to look a little chalky, you know? Right. So, yes, thank you for saying that, Gina. Mary Kay knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why we're number one.
Look, I should
number one.
But I can't. Okay, the silky setting powder is only 20. The CC cream is also 22. It's 22. So those are our foundations. We wanted to show them all to you because we feel like some people, I've had people say, you probably have too, that go, oh, I can't wear your foundation. I thought, now
we have so many choices.
Have you tried it? All 6 of them? Probably not. You know, have you tried all the formulas? Or it may be that you just need like the facial part spray or the oil mattifier or a primer. And it's not for the rest of your life. It's just like, you know, at some point you may not need the oil mattifier, you know. You know, I know I used to use blemish control toner every single solitary day, and at 41 I thought, have I stopped breaking out? Maybe I have. And so I didn't have to use it anymore, right? But anyway, whatever you are, you know, you want to use something for your skin type. So we can hook you up on what Maureen said about the little quiz. It hit me right on the money. I was shocked. I'm like, how could it really tell? I mean, I'm just a person filling out a form. It really did.
And it's a short little few questions.
Yeah, it really, it asks about your, what happens when you get in the sun? Yeah. Do you burn? Do you get red and then tan? Or do you never burn? You know, you just tan. You know, and then it asks some other questions about what kind of look you want. So y'all take the quiz and look at it. If you're a consultant, take the quiz and see what it says. Maybe pull out the one that they suggest for you, you know. But it's, you can get close. At least it's a good starting point, you know, for sure. So I will tell you this before we end. On the W, the C, and the N, the W is for warm, and that's people that tan easy. They never burn. They usually have more of a yellow skin tone. The C's are for people that are cool undertones. They usually burn. Okay. They like get in the sun, they burn. Hello, Casperina over here.
Under 2 umbrellas when we were in Florida.
Yeah, the N's are people that are neutral. So they get in the sun. They may look a little red, but like by the next day they're tan. That's me. So I'm usually the neutral look on that. So anyway, that just maybe help you out a little bit. All right, ladies, thank you for watching today. As usual, we want to give you a deal on anything that has anything for foundation. Anything. And the deals that we're going to give you is our normal Mary Kay deal. And that's if you purchase any item that we mentioned tonight, you get 10% off. And all you have to say is, I want the what's in the bag special. Yep. Okay. Just tell your consultant that. And if your consultant isn't watching this, just say, well, here's a video, watch it and see if you'll go to the last 5 minutes and see if you'll give me that deal. I'm sure she will. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments. There's like I saw 27 or 30 watching at one time. And I know we have a lot more that watch during the week. So you guys have a great week. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
And come back next week for our massive What's in the bag. A little slow. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.